We've never lived in a world of only cis, white men. Shakespeare was queer, and though flawed, he wrote BIPOC and LGBTQIA+ characters in his plays. We're bringing him out of the closet. These artists reflect the world as it is, of color, queer, deaf, beautiful, complex. Watch as the seasons alter, as parent turns against child, lover against lover, and ask yourself, shouldn't we all remove the juice of greed and deception from our eyes?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. My gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes. Thou hast interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast, by moonlight at her window, sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love. Thou hast stolen the impression of her fantasy. With cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. My gracious Duke, be it so that she shall not, here, in the presence of your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beechen margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. The human mortals want their winter cheer. No night is now with hymn or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original. Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, but she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind that you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne?
Oh, spite, oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment, to vow and swear and superpraise my parts when I am sure you hate me with your hearts.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so! For you love Hermia, and this you know I know.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone.
Thou art not by mine eyes, Lysander found. Mine ear, I think it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should she stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Why seekst thou me? Could this not make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now, I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows? Oh, is all forgot? And will you rend our ancient love asunder to join them in scorning your poor friend?
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
I do persever. Counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink each at other. Hold the sweet jest up.
Helen, I love thee by my life I do.
I say I love thee more than she can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Oh, why you left me? The gods forbid. In earnest shall I say?
I by my life and never did desire to see thee more. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you caker blossom, you thief of love. What, have you gotten by night and stolen my love's heart from her?
Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet you.
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compared between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth she hath prevailed with her. And are you grown so high in her esteem, because I am so dwarfish and low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails could reach unto thine eyes.
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I ever more did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you? Save that. And love unto Demetrius, I told her of your stealth unto this wood. She followed you for love, I followed her. But she hath chid me, hence and threatened me. And now, so will you let me quiet go? To Athens I will bear my folly back.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, ma'am, she shall not, though you take her part.
When she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and although she beat but little, she is fierce.
Little, again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you minimus of not hindering grass mate, you beat, you acorn!
Let her alone, and speak not of Helena.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try who's right. If thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
Mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed, and know not what to say.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards. Damned spirits all that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest day should look their shames upon. They willfully exile themselves from light, and must fry consort with black-browed night.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Peter Quince. Flute, the bellows mender, snout, the tinker, starveling. God's my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play, before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death. Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see it? How can it be, O dainty duck, O dear? Thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell! O fates, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell! Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile here hath deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out sword and wound the pap of Pyramus, aye, that left pap where heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die. 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 Die.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl screeching loud puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic.
Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door. If we shadows have offended, think with this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar called. So, good night, until you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.